anyways. The reason that you're running away. Everything I thought I knew. The feelings that I have for you. It's written all over your face. The reason that you're running away. Psh, 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 psh. When I tell you this week has been treacherous, I know, like the bearer of bad news. Like why does every week start like this? I don't know, because like Mother Nature is just like doing me dirty and stuff. Like what? So boom. Hey, 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 what it do, what it is, what's up? Before you do anything, I want you to go subscribe right now. Whoever's acting sassy needs to subscribe right now. I want you to like this video right now. And I want you to leave a comment right now. And I want you to share for the people in the back right now. Yeah, you already know what the vibes are. Come on. You know who this is. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. But yeah, boom bada boom bam bam. I'm here. I'm just gonna dive into today's episode because boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I have stuff to tell you. So boom. I've been sick. I've literally been sick since the 3rd of May. And I'm just like, I'm so over it. Like, when I tell you, my mom is one of those
I don't believe in medicine. I'll make you a homemade remedy.
type people. So it's like, my mom is just like, oh, like, I'm not gonna buy you medicine. Da, 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 da. I'll make you like a concoction. I'll make you this. I'll make you that. I've tried everything. I've had so much tea. I was going to the washroom like left, right, and center because like the water, baby, the fluids were just flowing through me, like literally, like had so much tea. I had flipping. She made me spicy chicken soup. It slapped, but also was just like, it was so spicy. I was like, am I coughing because I'm sick, or am I coughing because I'm choking on this soup, baby? Like, that was so spicy. But yeah, your mom is really African when they really take out that Vicks Vapor rub it on your chest, and then just really believe like tomorrow, tomorrow. Literally, tomorrow you're gonna be okay. And guess what? Since the 3rd of May, today is the 13th of May. I've been sick. So yesterday I was like, forget this. I went and I got myself Benylin. And when I tell you Benylin, I no. Medicine is really working when you take, like, you have a tablespoon, right? And you literally feel like you feel the Benylin like burning the infection or the virus, whatever you want to call it. You literally feel the is this my mind tapped just because I believe in medicine so much? You can just feel the disease going away. It's been treacherous because my brother was sick and then he gave it to me and then I gave it to my little sister. So it's my little sister and I, and it's just like, I'm so over it. Like, and I remember, like, at first my mom was like, I'm not buying you medicine, da, da, da. And then she went and she bought us Tylenol. Tell me why she bought us a baby Tylenol. This literally was cherry flavor, and it was like from 2 to 11 years old. And I was like, now you tell me, how many spoons am I even supposed to take? Because this is way underneath my pay grade. I literally was like, this is way underneath my pay grade. That's crazy. But yeah, that Benylin, baby, it'll do wonders for you. So yeah, whoever's got a cold right now, I just recommend you go get yourself some Benny, baby, because that Benny be coming through. Like, oh, my days. Like, before I had that, I was just feeling like, no, I am about to exit. I am about to exit the earth because what? It's been ghetto anyways. So today I went to get my nails done. Super excited because shout out Anna. Like, she understands the assignment and she executes. Like, she never fails to come through. So boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Let me show you. Let me show you these sparklies. Okay, it's giving Mercury. Shout out the Project Mercury. That's my brother's label. But yeah, these nails are just giving Project Mercury. Let me show you. Bling bling. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Ooh, boy, you is the man. What? You is the man. Hello? 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 Do you see those? It's given shining, 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 shining. I meant to do my hair as well. Jokes on me, like literally, like surprise, surprise, you played yourself. Um, so I was normally I just like order braids from Amazon. This time around, I knew we already had braids in the house. Like my mom, she's a wig girly. She's all up in the wigs and stuff like that. But she had these braids. They're like gray, silver, whatever you want to call them. They match. They actually match these nails. So you already know. Like I was trying to paint a picture for you. Okay, Picasso in this bee. Okay, I was trying to do that. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna order the thingy my bob. I'm gonna use the ones that we have here, and then it's just gonna be done. It's gonna be done. So let me show you, right, what the braids look like. If you look at the one that's frailed, this one, right? That one. That's me because I really thought they were braids, but joke's on me because you can only do crochet and this girly doesn't know how to crochet, so that's a dud. It's done. And once my nails are done, there is no doing a new hairstyle. So I'm just gonna this is me for the rest of my life. The way Megan the Stallion came through with that verse, every time her part comes up, well, this whole song is fire. First of all, first and foremost, let's start there. The whole song is slapping like dude did LeBron, right? The whole song is slapping like baby back ribs. Why would I even say that? I don't even like ribs, but you get the gist, right? It's slapping. But when Megan comes through and she's like, "I'm the BADDEST, same girls hating used to want to be besties." Pause. Same girls hating used to want to be besties. I cannot tell you how much this line resonates to me. To me, my life, everything, my career, everything, everything everywhere all at once. Literally, like same girls hating used to want to be besties. You could get your wig turned like Effie. What? I don't need insurance cuz a girl can't wreck me. I don't need insurance because a girl can't wreck me. I was literally, when this song comes up, I'm like, get him, Megan. Like literally, get it glow, get it glow, get it glow, get it Meg, go Meg, go Meg. Literally, I love this song. It's so good. Ready or not, I'm coming like Freddy, I'm mother, and you know my trick is your daddy. Like what? And you know my trick is I'm mother, and you know my trick is your daddy. That's crazy. Put a pin on the fact that I just said mother right now because you're going to see what's going to happen with that. I'm going to rock your world. I'm going to rock your world. But yeah, the way she said, ready or not, I'm coming like ready. I'm mother. And you know my trick is your daddy. I was like, talk that talk, Megan. So yeah, she's really good. And then today, we went to see my dad at his workplace. My dad and my brother are trying to do like a collaboration with like it's like a beep is that bleep. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. You're just gonna have to stay tuned in and see what happens with that, because why am I even telling you right now? Why am I even telling you? But yeah, let me give you the biscuit and the crumpets and everything in between. Okay, so boom, whenever I see my dad, I literally want to burst into song like I love you, daddy, doo 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 doo. You are my hero. No, like I literally like, my dad, my dad. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. My dad is my everything. Like I'm my dad. Like, let me tell you something, right? Yesterday, and I didn't tell my dad this, but yesterday, I just started to think, all my days, if my dad actually like kicked the bucket, I literally was like, I would die without you. I would die without you. I literally was like having a breakdown. Like literally, those silent cries when you're just like, not, you don't even make that sound at the end. You just like on the inside, right in your heart, right in your chest, like you can feel it. That's the type of cry I was crying yesterday, like literally in my blankets. Like when everybody, like this was, mind you, this is like 1 a.m. I was crying from like 1 a.m. to like 2:30, and then I had to be like, girl, get your gangster on. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you the thug missus or nah? Shout out thug missus. But yeah, I was just like, girl, get yourself together. But yeah, I literally was just thinking to myself, like, if my dad kicked the bucket, right? Literally, where would I go? Where would I live? What would I do? I literally was like, don't die before me. Like I would not be able to carry on. Like literally, like I would die without you. Like literally, and when I tell you I was bawling, like I literally was just like, oh my god, like oh my god. I was like, where am I gonna live? Like, oh my days. I literally was just like, no, you're not dad, dad. Because I know you're gonna you're gonna watch this. You're not allowed to die before me because I would die without you. Like, how much better can I show my love for you? Not me bursting into song, but literally, I would die without you. I would die. Please don't die before me. I literally, I would all my days. Like I would literally be a ghost on earth. Like I would literally just be the remnants of the person they used to be because I would die without you. So sorry to make this dark, but boom, but a boom, but a boom. Okay? On a lighter note, let's get into something. So don't tell my brother that I told you this, but boy, sometimes when my brother is driving, I'm just like, Lord, have your way, Lord. I'm literally like, Jesus, take the wheel. No, like literally, I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. My brother drives like a crazy person. And I'm just like, Lord, if this is my time, just tell me. Because please don't let this cycle. I'm sorry. Please don't let this cycle run me into the woods. Like, no, that's not how I'm trying to go out. Like, no. And I'm a pay to wipe his nose quick. Literally going outside. I'm just like, if it's my last day, just tell me, Lord. He's just like, and I don't know, it's just like that teenage rage, I think. But obviously, I know there's other kids out there. Whoever you are, keep being good because don't be like this boy. He's just like too excited to be talking to me, so he's just like facing me, and every time he's like trying to like face me to like to tell me something. My days, I'm just like, please don't kill us. I'm I mean, I'm ready or not. I'm coming like ready, I'm brother, and you know what trick is your daddy, but like, no, no, this is not how I want to go. I would like to go, preferably, Zuatanejo, bikini, sunscreen, mojitos, margaritas, all of them things there. That's what I want. Sunshine, peace, and just like become one with the ocean, and then it's done. Not that. So yeah, sorry, not sorry to my brother, but please do better, do better, do better blues. But yeah, that's that. And then boom, this is the biggest highlight that I have, and I'm just like, I'm tweaking. So boom, I finally, it's when I tell you it's been a long time coming, it's literally been a long time coming. Like when it's almost a year since I started recording for this one in particular. Since I started recording for my podcast, right? And I've just had everything, with me because I just don't want to put stuff out there and here's the thing, right? I understand that sometimes you just have to start because and I know this for sure, you keep procrastinating, you keep getting a reason to not start that day. It's like, oh, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start. And then before you know it, literally a year later. But my thing is, I wanted to start, but I had a specific vision of how I wanted things, right? And even though my vision has not been executed 100%, I would say it's like, I don't know, it's like at 50, okay? And now I can finally be like, okay, cool. I can start putting out the content because like there's so many things that I had to learn, so many things that I had to take out. And like now that I have like a different perspective on some of the things that happened, like I can take things out and some of the people that I was talking about, maybe giving them praises or whatever, they've done some really treacherous stuff over the past couple months. So I'm just like, no, I'm glad I waited this long. Like everything just happens for a reason, and just feel like my time is now. So yeah, May 11th, literally 2 days ago. Today is the 13th of May. I finally dropped my first two episodes. So episode 0 and the Zaza. And yeah, I've just been getting like really good feedback. So first of all, I'm at 20 subscribers. It's funny because no, I actually woke up that day at 15 subscribers. Oh my god, I'm so wow 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 viral. I woke up at 15 subscribers, which I not was not expecting at all because like of course I've been putting it on my Instagram and da 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 da. But I was just like, I remember when before I started, right? I was talking to my dad, and he was like, "You have to keep pushing, no matter what. You have to keep pushing." He said, "I will always be there for you. I'll always watch them, and I'll always like, and um, I'll always leave a." Comment. And he said, besides me, I know another person who's always going to be watching this as well, Deanna. So you've got us. Keep going. Do it, do it, do it. Right? He had made this joke. He was like, keep going, but when you reach eight, he said something like 3 years later and you only have 8 subscribers. So that joke keeps like replaying in my head. So I was just like, okay, at least I've surpassed. I'm already making records. I've surpassed the 8 subscribers that we were joking about. So I'm just like, oh my days, like I'm literally over the moon. But I'm so grateful for everybody who's just been like pushing me to do this. Shout out to, you know, yourselves, like shout out to you guys. Everybody who's watched, everybody who's clicked on that link. Thank you, thank you, thank you a million. I really do appreciate it. And I really got some really nice people just like reposting it and sharing it. Like they don't have to do that, but they're doing that for the girl. So I'm just like, thank you so much. I am so appreciative. Like what? Thank you so much. So yeah, it's finally out there and there's no stopping. Like literally ready or not, I'm coming like Freddie, I'm mother. And you know my trick is yo daddy. Like literally like I'm on go like Grizz. 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 I'm literally on go like Grizz because I knew one of the other things I knew like once I start putting stuff out, I cannot stop. So I was just like, boy, oh boy, holy, oh my holy. Other people are watching, not yet engaging, but it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Like, them not had to like it. Them not had to like it. Them if see it. Them if like it. Shout out Bob Marley. Because I saw that in the Bob Marley movie. But yeah, they don't have to like it. And that's literally ringing in my head. Like, they don't have to like it. They have to watch it and then they'll like it. Because you know what? If you swim in pollution, you get polluted. Yo, no, that's also one of my favorite lines. That's what Rita said to Bob Marley when they were arguing, and she came up to him and she said, "Bruh, check yourself." Like, what? She said, "Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you actually think you're talking? Do you know I'm Rita? Do you know I'm Rita Marley?" So she literally said, "If you swim in pollution, you get polluted." So that's been my week, okay? And I hope you've had a better week than I have. So, boom. Song of the week. I hope it's Molly. I hope I'm pronouncing her name the right way, but it features Molly, and Molly's in the background. She's like, "Baby, you know I'll take it. Baby, you know I'll take it." It's so good. It's so good. Like the melodies, the harmony. But yeah, so Shekhinah's just like, "I take the risk, the risk with you." And Molly's in the background, like steady going, "Baby, you know I'll take it. Baby, you know I'll take it." She's just like relaying what Shekhinah is saying. She's like, "Yeah, if you're gonna take the risk, then I'm hopping into this beef too." And you might be wondering, Yasha, who the hell is Shekhinah? Let me tell you what the biscuit is, okay? Shekhinah is a South African singer-songwriter. I've been listening to her ever since I was a little girl. Like, she has this song called Back to the Beach. All my days, like I super love this song. Like it goes like, "Let's take it back to the beach when it was just you and me." No, Shekhinah, no, she's like star-studded for real. But yeah, South African singer songwriter, was among the top 32 of Mnet season 7 of SA Idols in 2011 and among the top 6 of season 8 of SA Idols 2012. Born October 2, 1994, age 29. So viva South Africa. Haibo. Hi, Asambi. But yeah, literally no Asambi because what? Uh just South Africa has some of the best musicians. I absolutely stan. So yeah, song of the week, definitely, definitely, definitely Shekhinah Moliy. Risk, okay? You're gonna love it. I love it. You're gonna love it. This week's poem of the week. So, boom. Today is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, and yesterday was Mother's Day, right? So, boom. When I wrote this poem, I wrote it for Mother's Day. Shout out all the lovely, lovely mamas out there. But low key, I'm really like, I put that on my papa, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. Let's not steal let's not steal the light away from the mothers. But yeah, so Mhysa. Mhysa is a poem that was inspired by the Game of Thrones. And let me give you a little quick doopty doopty doo on what Mhysa means, okay? The word Mhysa means mother, and we already know who I'm mother, and you know my trick is your daddy. We already know who was sunning everybody in the Game of Thrones. It was Daenerys Targaryen, okay? And across the narrow sea, the freed slaves of Yunkai hail Daenerys as their Mhysa, the old Gishari language word for mother. So I absolutely was just like in love with this word. So I was just like, oh my days, like this is so inspiring. So I'm gonna write a poem. So boom, here we are. Mhysa. Why did I say Mhysa like that? Mhysa, Thursday, 14th of March, 2024. And it goes like this. And it goes like this. Hold on. It goes like this. Mother lives to please. Many have been molded by her love. She'll never leave. It's as if the gods sent her from above. How many can say they never felt her heart? She puts everyone before herself. The bearer of gifts, a basket, a cart. Kindness in abundance, her crown on the shelf. You would never know it, not at all. She has felt pain, wept the rivers dry. Friendly, fierce, fragile, fine, she will never fail. Keeps to herself, her eyes never pry. Subtle truths are not unknown to her. With blind faith, she climbs. Her aura is as therapeutic as myrrh. In a dark world, she shines. Amiable, sweet tempered, lovely she is. Every word without rancor. Antiquated, but far from prissy, the miss. She is an anchor. Mother. Something that I wanted to explain about this poem is Mhysa, right? So Mhysa. Boom, I started with mother. The next one, how. The next one, you. The next one, subtle. The next one, amiable. Okay, so everything is like spelling the word Mhysa. Okay, so shout out to all the mummies out there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this poem. And without further ado, that would lead us into the album of the week. The album of the week. Cha-cha. This week's album of the week comes in a little different. I've made you a little compilation, okay? I was watching a movie and then I heard, you know how I'm like always on on go for the songs in the background. So I heard this song, popped out my phone, went straight to Shazam. I Shazam this and I literally was like, who is this? This is amazing. So I discovered a new artist. Well, new to me. I hope it's new to you too. His name is Eric Gamsky. I hope I'm pronouncing that the right way. Eric Gamsky. But he goes by Still Woozy, okay? He is from California and he was born June 23, 1992. His genre is alternative and indie. Okay. On our way to go see my dad, we were just like, my brother was like, he passed me the aux, and then I put Still Woozy, and he was like, oh, I kind of like this. What is this? And I was like, I know, right? This literally, I just basically told him what I told you guys. So, boom. I just discovered this guy. He's really good. So, I have a little, I'm just going to give you a little teaser, okay? And then you can go and explore and see if you like him. But my favorite songs so far by him, there's one called Rocky, really good. Another one is called Foo Song, really good. Another one is called Shot Put, really good. Another is called Again, really good. And another one is called Lava. All of these are star studded. So if you want to just like dibble and dabble and try to like, okay, I don't really want to commit myself to like listening to the whole thing, but I'll give it a try. Try these 5 songs. You're absolutely, absolutely, absolutely gonna love it. And yeah, that's my album of the week. Okay, okay. You ain't ready for this. You're not gonna be ready because even I'm not ready to tell you this. Okay. I have so much. I have so much to say. So hopefully I can control myself. Okay. Okay. Today's movie of the week is the series Game of Thrones. Okay. And I know you're probably like, Nyasha, girl, really? Game of Thrones, really? Really? You're telling us to? Yes, this is exactly what I'm telling you to do because I watched Game of Thrones, I want to say in February. The last time I had watched Game of Thrones was in 2019. You know what it is? Different perspective. And I've gone. Have I mentioned that I've gone to film school? Have I mentioned that I've been to film school? So yeah, all of that, all of that, all of that. When I tell you I have so much appreciation for this series, like it is so good. And I remember, I feel like people probably convinced me because I already found out from other people that, oh, it's really good, but the ending is whack, right? So I had that at the back of my mind. I was just like, mm. And then when I watched it, of course, I was like, I was swayed a little bit. But it kind of does make sense. I would say for me, the only thing that I would disagree with was just the ending, right? No, so what am I saying? What I'm specifically the fact that Jon Snow, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Jon Snow does not become king. I understand, okay, okay, okay. He doesn't want to be a ruler, doesn't want to be a ruler. And one of the things that they brought up, which is so important, is the fact that he never wanted to be a ruler, right? So then they said, have we ever considered the fact that the ruler should be somebody who doesn't want to be a ruler? Because the people who do want it, they're so power hungry. So maybe let's put this guy in. But I understand the whole being modest and being like, no, 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 I don't want it. I don't want it. But at some point, I just feel like you just have to put on your big boy pants and take on the responsibility because he had such a passion for wanting to make the world a better place, but he just didn't want to rule. And it's just like, have you ever considered the fact that if you stepped in, perhaps this world will have a better chance of surviving with you? But boom, let me give you the little breakdown, okay? So boom, 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 boom. First of all, let's start with the fact that it is a 9.2 out of 10 on IMBD. 89% Rotten Tomatoes. So you cannot tell me, oh, because I've heard people with all of these like, oh, it's too much this, it's just about this. And it's just like, really, have you watched it? How would you know?
How would you know?
How would you know? How would they know? Literally, like, how would you know if you've never watched it? How do you know it's too much this? Okay? I've heard so many people say that, and I'm just like, please, zip it. Zip it. Please just be quiet. Shut up. I'm joking. Be quiet, okay? Shh. Be quiet. Be quiet. Smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Literally. But yeah, okay. So, boom. I just want to say, like, everybody's acting is, como se dice, sublime. If that makes sense. Like, everybody's acting is, like, top tier. Like, you can tell, like, and I was just thinking, like, wow, this must have opened so many jobs for people to work. Because when I talk about, like, who's writing this? Who's feeding these people? Like, all of these people need to eat. All of those people that were going to war, all of these actors and actresses need to eat. Um, Makeup. Okay, all of these night walkers and all of these queens and kings and all of that stuff. Who's doing this makeup? The costumes, like everybody had their own distinctive like look. Everybody is like doing their own thing, and I'm just like, that's flipping amazing. So yeah, apart from just, oh, it's a good show, no, consider all of these things. Okay, so releases April 17th 2011 to May 19th 2019. So yeah, big shout out Game of Thrones. I absolutely love it. And you should also follow up with House of Dragon, which I am also caught up on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Huh? Crazy. But yeah, boom. I am going to give you, because okay, it's so long, but when I tell you, like, if there ever was a show that's like just like really long, but that's worth the while and the wait and the your time, like, you would not regret this, it's definitely Game of Thrones. Like, and when I tell you, I've been inspired by just like watching all of the episodes and stuff like that. I haven't been this inspired to write poetry since, I would say, 2021. Because every time I watched an episode, I was just like, I like the way this sounds. I like the way this name sounds. I like the way that this is happening. I like this. I like that. So I was so inspired. I just wrote, like, when I finished watching it, I just wrote like a bunch of poems. So watch out for that, because I'm coming in with the heat. Like, it was really good. One of my favorite poems that I wrote out of Game of Thrones is called Chaos is a Ladder. So watch out for that poem. But boom, I'm going to try and give you some of my favorite scenes or episodes and da da da. First of all, like I said, I'll start with Mhysa. So Mhysa is, I want to say, season 3, episode 10. Okay? Okay. This episode, oh my days, like, uh this episode is so good. Like, so Daenerys Targaryen, right? Spoiler, no spoiler. Daenerys Targaryen's dragons are like really big now, right? And she has to come to this like really hard um where she has to lock them up, because the the dragons were just doing like mash up the whole thing. Like, the dragons were just doing baby, you're a firework, literally lighting everything. Literally, somebody call 911, because these dragons are burning the dance floor. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, she had to end up locking them up. But before, what really drove her to do that, so, boom, because she was the queen, people would come in with their requests. Oh, Your Majesty, my queen, we want more crops. We want this, we want that. So they would be asking her, like, so and so did this. How do we solve this issue? Does he go to jail? Does it? You get the gist, right? So this was happening, and then this guy, he came. He was like far away from her, so he said, "Applesauce penguin, applesauce penguin, my queen." And then they were like, come closer. Oh, just thinking about this episode gives me the chills, because it's so good. And then he comes closer, and then he says, "Applesauce penguin." I obviously, I don't speak like flipping, what is that, Gashari? Okay, so he says, so this is now being translated, right? And you can see it on the subtitles. So he's like, "I don't understand, my queen," because obviously she was speaking in English and he doesn't know how to speak English. So he's like, "I don't understand, my queen. I don't understand," but he doesn't want to my god, I got I know, I got Can we please have a moment of silence? I have to compose myself. That episode is so good. So he's basically like he's the one who's been wronged, but he has so much like the utmost respect for his queen. So he's like, I don't understand my queen. I don't understand. And she's like, it's fine. It's okay. What's tell me Wagwan. Tell me your story. Darius Targaryen said, Wagwan Baman, what's up? And then he's like, applesauce penguin, applesauce penguin. And mind you, these times this man is holding a bag of bones, literally a bag of bones, and he's just like, he lays them down. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Bones, a skull, and a little baby body on the floor. I said, I gasped. I literally gasped because no, no. And I already knew at that point because the bones were charred, and it's like, who got the heat more than the dragons? Like, you already know it's the dragons, like Drogon and the other two. What have you done? But it was her biggest dragon that did this, and basically he just flamed up the little girl and ate her up. And oh my days, this man was just like, he was crying because he said, he was speaking in this language, and he said, the one that flies over the mountains, the big one, the black one. Oh my days, is this bad? Is this bad? I'm not laughing at that. Like the baby died, but like the way, oh my days, like I'm laughing just to keep from crying. I laughed literally because this. No, if I deep it too much, I would literally bar for me, bar for me. Yeah, I will literally start bawling. I have to laugh. I have to laugh it off, but he basically said the big one, the black dragon, like it came over and he just put the bones down, and we knew dot dot dot, like you know what this is, you know what your babies did to my baby. Oh my days. So boom, that's definitely one of my favorites. Can I just say Arya Stark is sexy. Oh my days. Arya Stark's whole journey, the way she just like, she was she was literally a princess. She had to disguise herself as a boy. She had to learn how to fight. She had to lay people down. You really trying to test me? I'll really poke you with the needle. Cause I just wanna pull up the Maybach and make you lay back. Literally, no, like she literally pull out the needle. Like, no, you're like a needle. Life's a haystack. Literally, she literally pull out the needle and show you who's really about that life. No, Arya Stark was really about that life. She worked various jobs and she just like did so many things to survive. And that one time when she almost got eaten by a wolf, like, all my days. But boom, one of my favorite parts is when Arya Stark follows, I want to say Hario Daenerys, Jahario. Oh, that guy. You know, the guy that she saved. So she saved this guy. So he basically like owed her a solid. So he basically said, name any 3 names and I will duppy those people for you. Okay. So boom, she ends up seeking him and she finds him on this weird, like, not, I was going to say weird island. This guy had this like superpower. It was also a very creepy power. Like, he's almost like a shapeshifter. Yeah, definitely, because he can wear people's skin, but basically the face, right? So they worship the faceless god. So basically, like, once you master that technique or whatever you want to call it, you can basically wear whoever's face you want. But for you to master the technique, the things that you have, you literally have to be, they drag you, like literally drag you. You have to go through the ringer, boy. It's not a joke. Like, you literally have to come from the mud. Like, it's crazy. And he's like, what is your name? And she's like, a girl has no name. A girl has no name. And mind you, these days she's getting beaten, like literally beaten, like a horse, like a whatever gets beaten the most, like that. She was getting tumped up left, right, and center. What is your name? My name is Arya Stark. Pa. I pa. Pa 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 pa. It was so crazy. But in the end, she's like, forget this. Like, what's your name? And she said, a girl is Arya Stark. I am the daughter of Ned Stark and I am going home. And then he said, he finally let her go. But there was a girl there who was like, kind of like training Arya. And this, when I tell you this girl was the devil incarnate, my days. This girl was so cruel and she made Arya's life a living hell. And all my days, like she went blind at one point. Like all my days, like Arya's story is just like, jeez. But she played that character so well. And I just like, I, please, please. Applesauce penguin, my queen. No, I'm literally a smooth criminal. Like, what? Did you see that coming? Because even I didn't see that coming. But literally, I'm begging you, I implore you, please watch this. Please watch Game of Thrones. Like, you have to experience what I've experienced. And I've gotten the pleasure of experiencing it, the deuce. So you have to experience it too. Like, I just want the best for you. Oh, my days. So I can go on and on and on. Okay, when it comes to the story of Arya Stark. But let me just put a side note. I flippin' hate Sansa. Like, I hate that girl. Obviously, the real girl who portrayed the character, she did an amazing job. Okay, the one who also plays the Phoenix in the X-Men movies. But Sansa is just like, first of all, everything that she did to herself. Like, she was the one talking about some, I want to marry Joffrey. I don't want to go to King's. Oh, no, she said she didn't want her home in the north side, right? She was like, I don't want to live in the north. I want to go to Joffrey. I want to live with Joffrey and have babies with him in King's Landing. You get what you buy. This is what you pay for. Literally, when I tell you there's somebody that ate their words, it's her. Because no, Joffrey, that boy was evil. And literally, I think, yeah, it's just, she was so naive. She was so gullible. She was so stupid. Like, I just, no. I hate Sansa. Like, even right to the very end where she's just trying to like, oh, I want to be queen. Oh, I want to be princess. Oh, and it's just like, where was all that big talk when Joffrey was smacking you in the face? Like, no. And this is why I think this is why I'm really upset, because she had the opportunity. She had the opportunity to push Joffrey off that cliff. And don't even tell me like, oh, she was stopped. No, if she really wanted to do it, she would have just, and that horrible boy wouldn't have played out at all. Sansa, no, cancel her. Cancel Sansa, because what are you actually talking about? I'm telling you right now, if a boy, a Randall boy, had my father, just a rando, had my father beheaded in front of the whole country, okay? Literally in front of the whole country. Had your dad beheaded and you don't even have the guts to push him off of a ledge. Like, no. Sansa, like, she can never redeem herself in my eyes. So boom, we're over her. But you're done, buddy. You're done, buddy. You're done. Like, who is this clown? Like, you're not only are you a clown, you're not even a famous clown. Get out of here. Literally. Joffrey, that boy was horrible. This is a guy who became king after his father passed away because he was a drunk and he was attacked by a bear. Let me just speak for myself. I can't speak for Joffrey's dad because RIP that dude, he's gone. But if you see me and a bear, save the bear.
If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Literally, if you see me and a bear, save the bear. Because what? How can you go out like a sissy like that? Like, where is your dignity, king? Goodbye. Who is this clown? Who is this joke? Who's this joker? No, get out. Get out of here. Okay, Joffrey. I've never been so like, I've never wished death on a character so much so as I've wished death on Joffrey. Like, each and every episode, I was just like, can he die? Him, Joffrey, and Cersei. I've never wanted people to die so bad. So bad. But Joffrey was horrible, and I just love the way he died. I love it. In pain, screaming, agony, because the amount of pain that he brought up upon other people and people's families, and that boy was horrible. Oh my days. Like, just thinking of, no, absolutely not. He deserved, like, literally, what you put out, karmic retribution. What you put out into the universe, it will literally come back. Like, see, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
And I'm so happy that the clown bit him. Oh, and it bit this boy. When I tell you it bit this boy, he got bit. Oh, and he deserved it. Like, died, screaming, agony, face swelling up like a balloon. Tears of blood rolling down his face. Rolling down his face. Like, all of that. Like, all the misery, all the agony. Cersei, the mother of it. First of all, I want to say I'm glad all her kids died, because she was a horrible person. Shout out to this lady who portrayed that character. She did that to the T. The only time when I ever felt like we're getting a little bit of, like, okay, karmic retribution is that time when that priest lady, when the popes of King's Landing were not letting up, when they literally had their foot on everybody's neck. Yeah. Cersei finally got to walk the flipping walk of shame from all the way from the back there to the top of the highest mountain. Since you like to spit on people because you think you're better than everybody, and all my days, like, this woman, you can tell she was so delusional. Like, she is the one that made the whole of King's Landing burn to the ground with all her silliness, because she literally got that nice servant girl that was freed by Daenerys Targaryen. She got her killed, and then that's what happened with that. But when she walked that walk of shame, and that lady she rang that bell when she said shame, that she deserved it. 'Cause you deserve it. 'Cause, girl, you're worth it. And you earned it. Literally. No, Cersei was horrible. And I remember, like, first of all, we're not even going to get into the incest. Like, Cersei is crazy. But, boom. Oh, I'm literally having flashbacks. Like, when they threw Bran Stark, threw him out the window because he caught them doing shady stuff for shady people in shady areas, doing shady business. They threw that little boy out of the window. Like, come on now. And oh my days, I can't. No, Cersei was horrible. She was, oh my God, villain. And then, let's talk about Brandon Stark. The whole story that he has with Hodor, like, hold the door, Hodor. Come on. I love how they never failed to execute the plans. You feel me? Like, nothing was just brought into the series for the sake of let's just bring this in, or lazy writing, or da-da-da. Everything was brought in for a specific reason. Everything had a connection. Is like, you could see something happen in, like, this episode today, and then, like, literally 5 episodes later, like, they'll come back to that and tell you, okay, by the way, this thing happened because this had to happen. They literally, when I tell you, they connect all the dots. I'm considering rewatching it right now because it's so good. Boom, let's talk about Dale Papi Champagne. Dale Papi Jon Snow. No, like, Jon Snow is actually my guy. Like, are you kidding me? You know nothing, Jon Snow. No, he knows everything. Like, what? That episode, I love this episode when this other stupid villain, what's his name? Ramsay? I think his name is Ramsay. Oh my days, that Ramsay of that house where they flay people upside down, crazy, right? Ramsay, I think his name was Ramsay Bolton, if I'm not mistaken. My days, that's another horrible guy. When they literally flayed, and I'm not talking skin wise, I'm talking about here. No, they flayed. What's his name? What's his face? Flipping Theon Greyjoy. When Ramsay did that to that boy, that's when I was like, you are the mega villain. Like, what are you actually doing to this boy's life? When I tell you, this guy was a prisoner for so long, his sister came to rescue him and he refused to leave because he did this to him before. He pretended to free this guy from his captor. Little did he know, like, this guy, the one that you're going with, has been your captor this whole time, and he would like sick his dogs on people and like, oh, and they would eat you alive. Like, no, it was crazy. But boom, Theon Greyjoy, he gets captured, and then he's being tortured and flayed, and like fingers are coming off, and like body parts are being chopped off. It's horrible. And then finally he comes to get like rescued. He thinks he's finally escaping, and then pow, this guy is like, you really thought you were gonna leave? Like, who are you kidding? Like, you are going to be here forever. And he made him change his name from like Theon Greyjoy. Mind you, this is also like a king's son. And he just became a no good for nothing slave. He literally said to him, what's your name? And he said Theon. He slapped him. He said, your new name is Reek. Oh my days. What evil? What evil is that? Those who know, they know. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, oh my days. And then I'll get into like Robb Stark. My goodness, like that man was just like aesthetically pleasing. Like, yes, great acting, but that man was aesthetically pleasing. And this would be another one. The Red Wedding, when Robert Stark dies. Are you kidding me? Like, this old dragon man, he wanted Robert Stark to marry one of his daughters, but Robert Stark fell in love with this. Ooh, this girl was pretty, by the way. He fell in love with this girl, and then he married that girl instead. But then he came back wanting allegiance, wanting to form like, okay, let's do this so that we can take over this. And then this guy said, oh, really? Bet. When I tell you they have the wedding, they have everything, and then the mom realizes, something's a little off. And at this point, the doors are like closed. There's literally nowhere to run. And then just like, it's literally the Red Wedding. Like, no one was expecting this. No one, like, there was blood everywhere. Everybody was getting duppied. Like, every left, right, and center, bodies were dropping. People were being killed. Like, and the way, oh my days, and his wife was pregnant, and the way he crawled to his wife, and she was just like bleeding out on the floor, and oh, it was horrible. And then Robert's mother decides to like take one of this guy's like many wives, and she was like, please let my son go, let my son leave. And he was like, well, why would I do that? And he was horrible. He said, why would I do that? And she was like, because I'll kill your wife. And then he was like, just get another one. I think he even said something along the line. He's the type like to even say like she wasn't that pretty anyways type thing. Like them type of people. And then literally like Robert's mother just like slit this lady's throat, this lady to the ground. And then she gets killed too. Like everybody just died. Like it's that episode is just like, it's horrifying, but it's so beautiful at the same time. So boom. Had I even finished what I was talking about when it comes to Jon Snow? So boom. Ramsay captures Jon Snow's brother, and they go to try and rescue him. And tell me why. Let me tell you what Ramsay does. Ramsay is like, okay, you're going to run to your brother. But the thing is, you have to run and don't stop running. This boy starts running. He starts running. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. And tell me why. What's his face? What does Ramsay do? He's got a flipping bow and an arrow, and he's shooting dice. He's literally shooting arrows at this boy. And like literally seconds before he gets to Jon Snow, he gets shot by an arrow and then flatline. Oh my days. And when I tell you, this is when I had the utmost respect for Jon Snow. He got so upset that he just was like, forget this. Like, there's no way you would do this to my brother. So he just went by his one, guy, by his one. Like, he didn't need to call for backup. He didn't need nothing. He just said, oh, really? This is what type of time we're on? Bet. He literally charged into a whole army of like a gajillion men, and he was just like, I'm going to get you. You've got to be a flipping joke if you think this is how the story ends. But just like the bravery of this man and his kind heart. Like, this is why I'm so upset that he did not become king, because he just had all the qualities of a true born leader. And I love his storyline, whereby it's just like, his whole life everybody had just been making him the black sheep and literally literally had black hair, calling him a bastard his whole life, and all these names and this that. And meanwhile, like the whole time, and it took years for us to discover this, but meanwhile he was the original heir to the Iron Throne this whole time. And I'm just like, no. Like, even the way they pieced that together right at the very end, like, no, 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 no. And then when Jon Snow's first love dies, it was so poetic, because she always used to say to him, you know nothing, Jon Snow. And then, boom, slingshot, arrow to the chest, she dies, and her last words were, you know nothing, Jon Snow. But yeah, I love his character. It's amazing. He was just, I can go on and on and on and on and on when it comes to Jon Snow. So I'm going to try and move from that. There's Sir Gregor Clegane, who literally fought his brother to the death. When I say to the death, I mean to the death. Like, this guy hated his brother. His brother put him on an open flame, like literally put his head to a fire when they were young, and his face was all crusty, and his hair was like withered. It was, oh my days, no. So yeah, he had a burnt face, he had this huge scar, and yeah, so his whole life he was so grumpy, and he was so upset, he was so angry, he was like a curmudgeon. Like, what? He just had all this hate that he had towards his brother. He just like was just like giving it in abundance to everybody else who didn't even do anything wrong to him. But yeah, he literally fought his brother to the death, because he was like, Aya, if you don't leave this place, like, we will all die. But he was okay. He had committed himself to the very end. He was like, this is my last dance, and I'm going to go out with a bang. Tell me why his brother was like six million times bigger than him, 6 million times stronger than him, and he still put up a fight, and they died together. All my days. And then this one guy, so this guy's fighting on behalf of Tyrion Lannister, right? Because Tyrion was supposed to die. You know how Tyrion is. He's quick, witty. He uses his brain, whoopty whoopty woo. So he gets out of that one. He says trial by combat. So basically somebody has to fight in his place. And then he got a really good fighter in his place. But this guy, he got too stush about it. Like, the ego was just like out of the roof, right? The ego is just out of the roof. He starts like boasting about, say you killed her, and he literally almost defeated this guy who was so much, literally, Sir Gregor Clegane. Sir, you always have to say sir. He started to get all like, okay, now that you're down, I'm gonna kill you, and tell me why. Like, this episode is brutal. Like, when I say he literally popped his head open, when I say he literally popped his head open like a watermelon. Like, he literally put his thumbs right into his eye sockets, and he made his head literally, when I say exploded like a watermelon, like, that's the best way to describe, because that's exactly what happened. And it's just like, oh my days. Not like a watermelon. That episode is brutal. It's absolutely brutal. For Daenerys Targaryen, like, come on. The queen, like, we just love how she had her mind set. She said, I will be queen, come rain, come thunder. And she did not stop until she got there. Like, and she conquered so many people, and she freed so many people. She was an icon for a hot minute, and then I started to feel like, I don't really think I like this character, because she was just like, at first, like, she had the right intentions, right? Okay, I've got my baby dragons. I'm Daenerys Targaryen. I'm the rightful heir to the throne. I've got a Dothraki horde. Okay, I've got the Unsullied. It was just like step by step. She kept, if there was like somebody who was doing boss moves, Daenerys Targaryen. So it level up, level up, level up, level up, and nothing under. But then she was just so power hungry. Like, what? What? She just was just like, she wanted this more than anything. Like, even when she fell in love with Jon Snow, when I tell you, she fell in love with Jon Snow, and then when she finally found out that Jon Snow was actually supposed to be the king, she was like, "You can never tell anybody that you're the king." Da, da, da. And I was just like, how could you ever do this to Jon? And this is why I love Jon's character, and I could literally cry for him, because he literally said to her, like, I don't want to rule, and I would never take the throne from you. Like, I love you, and that's all I would want to do. And there's this one part when, oh, I'm like, this part is juicy, boy. No, like, this part, like, when they literally, like, stand, like, you can cut the tension with a knife, you know, because he's like, I love you, you are my queen. And she's like, is that all that I am to you? And she's looking at him in the eye, and he's looking at her, and the height level, like, everything is just like, this is TV. Oh my god, Game of Thrones. Like, no, no, no. But he literally would have sacrificed everything. Like, he literally would have become her maid, just so that she could have been happy. But she just wasn't satisfied. And I'm just like, Jon Snow he literally would have given up the throne for her. And she's just like, don't tell your sister, don't tell your mama, don't tell your daddy, don't tell. No, 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 Daenerys, no, no. I loved her, but no. Also, your dragons are out here like eating. Your dragons are out here eating people's kids, and you have the right to be queen. Who died and made you queen? That's what I want to know. Please. Who's no? Get out of here. Get out of here, Daenerys Targaryen. But yeah, she also was like a phenomenal actor. So, chef's kiss. Also, let's just talk about her husband. Her husband, who is Jason Momoa, Mr. Dothraki himself. Ugh. Ugh. Fluffy sound. Literally, you know, like, this man was just like, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo? No, this was a warrior, I tell you. And again, what led him to his downfall? His flippin' pride. Because why would he literally got himself killed? I don't want to spoil everything, as I've spoiled everything already. But my days, he got himself killed. But he was just like one of the best fighters, like, the biggest, the strongest, like. So yeah, but he went out sad. Like, his character just went out sad. Like, even the way they just dubbied Ned Stark like that, he went out sad too. But also, I'm just like, a lot of the stuff would have been avoided if they just had phones, you know. Like, if Jon Snow, when he would this he's steady trying to convince everybody that you guys are fighting over land and all of the stupid stuff that are in this world, but there is not going to be a world if we all get eaten by the Night Walkers, okay? So everybody be serious, and nobody's believing him, because he's just like, what? Men that are made of ice, that are wet, wet. Nobody's believing him. If he had just had flipping Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram Reels, if he just pull out his phone and record what was happening and bring it back to wherever the flip, King's Landing, and show them, like, this is really what's going on out here in these streets. So much time would have been saved, because, like, I just feel like most of Game of Thrones is just like unnecessary traveling, unnecessary sending off ravens. And mind you, I had to Google, because I really thought people sent ravens. No, 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 no. I really thought people sent ravens, and they were like, baby, nobody's sending ravens. Let's not forget Tyrion Lannister. I absolutely love Tyrion Lannister. Like, when they made him so angry, when people will betray you in this world full of problems, only Jah can solve them. Yeah, literally, like, the woman that he was so in love with, and he said, don't
Che. Please don't.
Just stop. He tried to warn her. He said, don't. Love, stop. When I say she broke his heart, she literally broke his heart. Because why would you put all this dirt on his name when you know he's not like that? Everything he ever did for her was to try and keep her safe because she was not safe in King's Landing. When I'm closing my eyes, I'm like picturing the scene. He literally was so heartbroken and he killed her and he killed his father too. Like, because how dare you? On top of that, she was sleeping with his dad. Like, what type of treachery is that?
What sorcery is this?
Sorcery indeed.
No. Who is this clown? Who is this clown? Tell that girl to get her bag of bones out of here. You're done, buddy. No, like, you're actually a sick joke. Get out of here. But yeah, Tyrion Lannister, there's something that he said in Game of Thrones when I watched it in 2019. I've never forgotten this. And he said, the mind needs books like a sword needs its whetstone. I'm gonna let you simmer down and marinate on that. The mind needs books like the sword needs its whetstone. Literally, no matter what I do, no matter where I am, this is always ringing at the back of my head. Like, what? Don't drop all these Jews. Hey, you dropped a Jew on all of us. Like, literally, the game is supposed to be sold, not told. And he literally just told us. So we owe that man. But he is a phenomenal actor. Little bit of a drinking problem. But if you were just like downcast the way he was, you would drink too, baby. So let's not even judge that man. But he's a phenomenal actor. Like, anytime that he opens his mouth to speak, I'm willing to listen to Tyrion. Like, he was amazing. So yeah, who else do I have for you? Which one of my Which one of my needs to take a shell from this clip? Okay. Can I just say I love Brienne of Tarth? This stallion, this goddess. Oh my days, that role, she played it so well. And she was a woman of her word. When she said she was going to be loyal to someone, she did that to the very end. And boy, was she a fighter. When she thumped up Clegane, I said, that's a real hot girl right there. No, like, she was amazing. And she's just like I feel like she needs to be worshipped in different countries because she was just, no, she executed and she did not miss. Like, she promised to keep these people safe and she kept them safe and she did what she had to do. So absolutely love that. And then Sir Davos of Seaworth, he loved this little girl. She had, like, what is it called, like grayscale or something like that. She had this like fleshy disease, like skin disease, and like her parents were just like, her dad was willing to sacrifice her, which he did. He sacrificed her in like a ritual. She literally burnt on the stake. Crazy. And her mother never loved her because she was like that, and she was just like, I'm so sorry, I could never give you any sons. And she had a daughter and she hated her daughter. And this guy, Sir Devils, he loved this little girl. And when he found out that they sacrificed her because of this red witch, oh my days, there's this episode called The Red Lady. Ugh. You can't take that girl nowhere. Ugh. Okay, I'm just having like a flash right now. Isn't that song called Paint the Town Red? And I'm literally talking about the Red Lady. Give me my props. No, give me my tens. Then take away 2. I win. I ate it up again. Literally. But yeah, the Red Lady, horrible lady. She has lovely hair, by the way. Lovely hair, and her outfits are always on point, but she's a creepy character. She's one of those in the thingies. Oh gosh, she just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And she has this necklace that keeps her young. These witches with the necklaces of youth. So yeah, you're gonna have to get into the Red Lady for yourself. But this one time, and I was like, ew. She takes off her necklace of youth and she turns into like a granny. Like, when I say abuela, I mean like wrinkly, old, crusty, crary. Like, no, 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 no. Absolutely no. I gasped. I said, ew. No, 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 no.
No.
Sometimes these people with the nice faces, they're really deceiving, because if people knew the whole time that that lady looked like that, all my days, and she was just, oh, don't even want to talk about her. We'll talk about Brandon Stark. He also just had like the best character, because he literally was like Mr. Omniscient. Like, I know all, I see all, I do all, I hear all. Oh my God. Like, literally, when he was a jit, he got pushed out of the window. And then he has this whole journey, and like he discovers himself and finds himself. But also, like, when he finds himself as like the three-eyed raven, he just becomes like weird. How would you be able to process all that information? Like, knowing anything and everything about everyone and the world, it's crazy. But he just became like, he was just like remnants, like all of these remnants of joy and disaster. Literally, he literally was just like a shell of a human being. That was a really cool character that he had, and he had such a huge role to play, so shout out him. And then when I tell you, he, first of all, he already looks like a weasel. He resembles a weasel. It's funny because my dad told me every human being has an animal that they look like. And now you're thinking, Nyasha, so what animal do you look like? A lion? Yeah.
Roar, roar, roar. Literally roar.
I'm a majestic peacock. I'm a phoenix. I'm a unicorn. Yeah, I'm all of those mystical creatures. Okay, those are the animals that I resemble. So worry about yourself. She said, "What about them?" I said, "Worry about yourself, Lil Tune." Worry about yourself, literally. But yeah, the weasel. He literally in when I say the weasel, I mean literally the weasel in everything. Like, the his character was just, he was just a snake. And I remember this one episode. He says, "Chaos is a ladder." And he got the death that he deserved towards the end, because Brandon Stark is the three-eyed raven. He had heard him say chaos is the ladder a long time ago, right? So this guy, he mentions chaos to the three-eyed raven, and then the three-eyed raven looks at him. He's like, chaos is a ladder. And mind you, this is something that he had said in like season 4, season 3, and this is at this point it's like almost like season 6 or something like that. And he was like taken aback. You could see in his face, like, oh my days, like, how could you possibly have known that? And let me tell you what this whole chaos is a ladder thing, basically, with his snaky shady booty, funky booty, not the funky bunny, but funky booty. He basically was saying, when people are at war, when there are rivals and people are distracted by all the chaos, you weasel yourself in, and that's when you take advantage of the situation and you use that to upgrade. He basically was saying, take advantage of that situation to climb the ladder to the top. And then I was just like, you are such a snake. I hate him. And he's just like, he's one of them, like, where he's like, he's so inappropriate too. Oh, and he'll do anything to get to the top. And it's just like, buddy, like, you're either born with it or you're not. You got it or you don't got it. Like, no, it's not by force. Because, like, look at what you did, silly Billy. You just end up dying a nobody in the end. So you did that for what? So out of pocket. What did you gain?
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
What did you gain? What did you gain from that? Literally, like, he's caused so much commotion with so many people. It was disgusting. And he was just like a big backstabber. And when the three-eyed raven says chaos is a ladder, the way he said it was so creepy and so chilling. I was like, what is he talking about? So I was like, oh my days, like, I just love the way that sounds. So I took a picture literally of just that, because I always have the subtitles on, and I was like, chaos is a ladder. I love that. And I wrote a poem called Chaos is a Ladder, and basically in my poem I'm saying chaos is a ladder that we must climb. I'm basically saying, when we are going through hardships, we need to go through these hardships and take them for what they are, use them to our to our advantage. Like, don't let the chaos drown you. I want you to rise, okay? This is what I was saying. I want you to rise from the chaos, okay? I'm going to talk about one last person, and then it's really going to be up to you whether you want to watch this or not. This guy was just like the most kind-hearted guy ever. Like, kind-hearted, so soft, like doesn't have a hateful bone in his body. And like, I also have a poem inspired by his girlfriend in the thing. Her name is Gilly Flower, and that's so amazing. That's like such a nice name. Like, oh my days, Gillyflower. I fell in love with the name Gillyflower, so I had to write a poem called Gillyflower because I absolutely stan. But like, Sam, big shout out to Sam because he was the first ever Night Watch guy to kill a White Walker, and he did this on accident. Big Sam in the building. Like, oh, I absolutely love him. He was just a sweetheart. You have to watch it. You just have to watch Game of Thrones. Like, I can go on and on and on. Like, really, if I really wanted to, I could give you character analysis on every single body. But like, I'm not gonna do that to you because you won't have anything left to watch. I am so glad I recorded this episode today. Today was a good day. Ice Cube in his house. Today was a good day, and I hope you've had a good day. And I hope even if you were having a horrible day, I hope this episode has helped you to climb up that chaotic ladder. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. I did that. No, I did that. Give me my tens. No, but yeah, I am going to go. It's been lovely recording this episode, and I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to do the special things like, comment, subscribe, share. Okay?